Hello everybody, this is Roger from Roger's Reviews, and today we're going to be talking about EVs, ARCIMOTO, Tesla, basically ARCIMOTO versus Tesla. As far as the stock's concerned, of course, there's no comparison. ARCIMOTO is like $5 a share, and Tesla's like almost $1,500 a share. So I own a little bit of each one, not much, but I just believe in EVs and trying to help them out, especially ARCIMOTO. They're a small company and they're trying to get up off the ground. They've actually done really well the last year. They're really starting to ramp up, but I'm not really talking about the stock so much, even though I own both of them. I just wish them well, and I hope I hope they both prosper. I have enough of each one to where if they do prosper, I'll be sitting pretty nicely. But what I really wanted to talk about is purchasing a Tesla versus purchasing an ARCIMOTO, and basically the pros and cons of each. The reason I would buy an ARCIMOTO over a Tesla is just simply because they're a lot less expensive. They take up a lot less room, and the number one reason is the insurance would be way less expensive, because ARCIMOTOs are actually considered a motorcycle. So in some areas like Florida, you're not really required to have motorcycle insurance, and if you do have it, it's very inexpensive. So I guess they figure if a motorcycle hits something, it's probably not going to cause much damage. It's going to be more personal injury than anything else. So but we will see when the ARCIMOTOs come out if you can actually insure them as a motorcycle or even need insurance at all. So I know there's a few vehicles out now, like the Slingshot and the Can-Am, that are kind of similar. They have like two wheels in the front, one in the back, and they are also considered motorcycles, and they're a little more expensive, and you're probably going to have to get insurance, because you're probably going to have to take a loan out to be able to afford one, unless you can pay cash for them. But not many people have, I think Slingshots are way over 20,000, and the Can-Ams are way over 20,000. The ARCIMOTO is under 20,000. So you're more apt to be able to afford to pay cash or pay off the ARCIMOTO a lot quicker. And if you're not having to pay such a big insurance, you'll be able to take that money and put it towards your payments to pay it off even faster. And also too, since it's electric, you're going to be saving a lot more in fuel, and you're going to be saving more in maintenance cost. So the only disadvantage, I guess, would be ARCIMOTO versus Tesla. Eventually the Teslas are going to be self-driving. So you have an ability to basically get in your car and have the car drive for you. And then the next step, level 5, will be you can actually have your car go out, your Tesla, drive for you and produce an income, kind of like having a Lyft or Uber work for you. But basically you don't have to pay a driver. Your car will be driving itself. So you not only can use your Tesla to basically make your car payment, make your insurance payment, and all your expenses, and make an income on top of that, depending on how much you allow your car to go out. But for me, I would like to have an ARCIMOTO for my own personal transport, and have a Tesla out there making me money, like maybe 2 or 3 Teslas going out and basically doing the Tesla network, and each car making you each shift say $100. So there's 3 shifts. That's at least $200 or $300 a day minus your expenses, your charging cost, and whatever kickbacks you have to give to taxes and stuff like that. But still, if you can clear even 100 to 200 a day, and that's going to cover it's going to cover all your expenses, your charging, your insurance, and your payment. So, and then they coming out with a 1,000,000-mile motor, 1,000,000-mile battery. So you figure if you do that, normally you drive about 10 to 15,000 a year. If your car's driving constantly 24/7, the only time it's stopping is to charge, you're going to probably get pretty close to 100,000 miles a year, give or take. So the car is going to last you about 10 years. So you figure, how much money is that car going to make you in 10 or 11 years? Quite a bit. So you figure if it makes you 30,000 a year, in 10 years, that's 300,000. If it's 11 years, it's 33,000 or 330,000. So if it makes you 50,000, that's $500,000. So if you have two cars, that's $1 million. And if you have 3 cars, that's, like $1.5 million, whatever, 1.5. So anyway, there's a lot of differences as far as, but in an EV like ARCIMOTO and a Tesla. So the ideal situation would be have both have ARCIMOTO for your own transport local, and then have a couple Teslas running around doing your making you money. And then every once in a while you could, say like you have a long trip or it's raining, or you don't feel like driving your ARCIMOTO, you could just have a car come and get you. Not necessarily use your own car, but just Uber or Lyft, or go on the Tesla network and have a car come get you and take you somewhere, because it's going to be very inexpensive. And you want your cars running around making you money, and you don't want them to have to come clear back to pick you up, because it could be making you twice as much moving other people than it would cost you to basically rent another one, because it'd be closer to you. It'd come get you real quick, drop you off somewhere. Say your car's around on the other side of town and they're both have people in them. I would rather rent another Tesla from someone else because it's local. They're 2 or 3 minutes away, pick me up, take me where I want to go. So you'd actually save money by using another service, a Tesla service, to pick you up. And it could be a trade-off too. Who knows how that's going to work? Might not cost you hardly anything at all. But the other thing is just basically the insurance part of it. Just being able to save money with the insurance, because even I have a Nissan Leaf and I have it paid off, and it's very inexpensive to drive. I mean, it's like the cheapest car you can drive, because it cost about 3 or 4 cents a mile to drive it. Because when I charge it, it costs me like $2, like anywhere from $1 to $2 to charge it, and it gets anywhere from 60 to 90 miles per charge. So if you break that down, it's 3 or 4 cents a mile. The only problem is I have to pay insurance on that car. Even though it's paid off, you still have to pay, $150, $200 a month insurance. And I actually took the stickers off. I had some stickers on there for my business, our tree service, 584 Tree, call for free estimates. Just by having those stickers on there, my insurance company was charging an extra $100 to $150 a month just because I had stickers on my car. And they said the reason they were charging more is because if someone sees those stickers, or you get in an accident and they see the stickers, they think you're a business, they have more money, they're more apt to sue you and try to get more money out of you. Even though I don't use the car for work, I just basically drive to my shop, plug it in, and then I leave in a truck. So there's no extra business activity really in that car. It's just taking me to and from work, which I would use any other car to do. It just had a little bit of advertising on there, like 584 Tree and tree removal stump grinding. That's it. So I had to peel the stickers off. I was going to put new stickers on it, but I figured to save $200 or $300 a month, was worth not putting the new stickers on, even though I bought stickers that were $500. So I'm going to leave them off for a while and see if there's any difference in calls. I drive my truck a lot now, so I still get a lot of advertising. We still have like 10 vehicles out there with advertising on them. So, but other than that, I think you know, the insurance part is the biggest expense difference. See, if I was driving an ARCIMOTO and it was paid for compared to a Nissan Leaf is the cheapest possible car to drive. I paid $69.95 with tax, title out the door. It was $8,500. Didn't put any money down. It was like $140 a month for my payments, but I already paid it off. So if you buy an ARCIMOTO, if you get a really good interest rate, they're like $12,000 to $15,000. Your payment should be under $200. If you stretch your payment out, you might be able to get around $150. You put money down on it. But what you're really going to be saving, this is my question right here. Like, should I drive my Nissan Leaf and pay like $100 to $150 a month for insurance? The electric's going to cost me hardly anything because we also have solar panels. So a lot of times I'll charge where our solar panels are, so I'm not really even paying that much or anything for charging. And even if I do charge, it's only $1 a day. So at the most I'll spend is like $30 a month. If I charge on the solar, it'll be less than $30 a month, depending on how much I drive. So if I buy an ARCIMOTO, I'm gonna have a vehicle payment, but there's a good possible chance that the insurance is going to be a lot cheaper. If the insurance is cheaper, it's going to offset the payment. So like sometimes you can, even if you're driving a motorcycle, you don't have to have any insurance at all. I remember I had a Honda a 125 PCX 125. The insurance was like less than $500 a year for full coverage. It's like $150 to $300 for full coverage insurance for the whole year. So if you can get an ARCIMOTO and they register it as like, even if it's like a 200 or 300 cc motorcycle, the insurance is going to be way cheaper than $500. So you're paying like maybe like $50 a month or something like that, or less. So if you pay it off, of course, it's going to be cheaper. So I need to find out when they come out. I'm on the list, so I should be getting notified pretty soon because they're starting the deliveries. I don't know where I'm at on the delivery list. I might be towards the bottom, but if I can get an ARCIMOTO and the payments are less than $200 and the insurance is less than $50, you know, or I can pay it off, I think I can drive a brand new ARCIMOTO just as cheap, if not cheaper, than a used Nissan Leaf. And the range, the pickup, almost everything is identical. The only difference is the ARCIMOTO is more open and the Nissan Leaf has a little more space. I can have passengers. So this is like kind of like, you know, which one do I go with? Right now, the Nissan Leaf isn't costing me much because it's paid for, but the insurance is a little bit more than I want to pay. I'd rather pay more money and be paying off a vehicle rather than just giving money to the insurance company. So I know it's probably not that big a deal and people probably don't think about it like I do, but it kind of irks me that I'm just paying insurance payments, and I've got it down to where my car's paid off. I have hardly any fuel expenses. I have hardly any maintenance costs. Now my big expense is insurance. So I'm trying to figure out a way to kind of eliminate that or bring that down. So the only way to get around that and still have transportation is get an electric motorcycle, which if you're in a motorcycle like a Zero, I live in Florida, it rains all the time. So I rode a scooter for a while, and I noticed like you're kind of limited because whenever it rains, which is almost every day here, especially this time of year, you can't go anywhere, or unless you want to ride in the rain, wear a rain suit. But I would rather have an ARCIMOTO, which basically has a little area underneath, and now they even have sides, so you can basically drive in the rain in any weather condition. I think they also have AC. So And also too, they're so strange looking and different looking. You know, if you did eventually have a business, or if you did advertise on them, or just wear a shirt with your advertising, that way the insurance company can't jack it up, you're going to get a lot of exposure as well. But as far as distance and stuff like that, it's going to be like driving a Nissan Leaf without paying insurance and not having the extra couple seats, which I'm usually by myself anyway. So anyway, this is Roger with Roger's Reviews, and this is the ARCIMOTO, you know, basically versus EVs or Tesla cars. So I think if you don't have much to spend and you're trying to save money and you're pinching pennies and you're trying to like still have a vehicle but drive the cheapest possible vehicle, but still be able to, you know, get within 100 miles or 50 miles, you know, drive it to back and forth back from work. And the only other option would be a scooter or a motorcycle. I think your best option would be an ARCIMOTO. That way, at least you have some protection around you, and it's not going to break down on you, and you have a little bit of coverage in the rain. So anyway, this is Roger from Roger's Review. Sorry about the rant, but I got off on a tangent. And please crush the like button if you like this video, and please share it, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.